favor.
All right, CB13, you've been with this Warriors franchise for a long time. Talk about that moment when you knew the buzzer sounded and you were a champion for this franchise.
It took 5 long years to win this championship for this team. There's been a lot of people that have come in and out of this organization, some really good players. So for Rustin, Mike, Josiah, a bunch of the people that have been here the whole time, it really was full circle for us. We finally won the championship. We actually lost to WizDG the first time I was in the final.
The Warriors coming into the arena earlier. They know a hostile crowd's waiting for them, and it looks like they'll be ready for it. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball. Now, Golden State's starting 5. Evan Mobley is out there with Wendell Carter. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. And for the Kings, McCollum is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's Lou Dort. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Murray in at the 4 spot. When you take a glance at the season and standings, Greg, teams are still kind of feeling things out.
Yeah, it's just so early in the season, Kevin. And that means teams still trying to establish an identity, as well as experimenting and just trying out new rotation.
Count that one for Dort.
I love it when young players add elements to their game. If Murray can continue to pass like that, it'll be tough to slow down.
And it's Halliburton penetrating. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. It's a 3-point game. They get it back. Lopez goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping.
Halliburton against McCollum. For the 3. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Brown finds Dort, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. RJ, the Warriors' dominance of this era has put them among the best franchises of all time.
Yes, I would completely agree with that. No one comes close to the Lakers and Celtics, though, Kev. The Warriors, after the Spurs, I think the Spurs are 3, but the Warriors and the Bulls, because they had 2 dominant eras and not much really before and not much really after.
Who needs the NBA draft? I mean, Dort worked his way onto the team, into the rotation, and then turns into a key contributor.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, an interesting history between these two. I mean, last year they were swept by this club in the regular season, but rebounded to take them down in the playoffs.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And it's Halliburton missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Brown with the bucket.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Carter with it. Now defended by McCollum. There's the lob to Carter. And stolen by Murray. He feeds it to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
And Lopez throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, there's a lot of impressive things about Tyrese Halliburton, most notably how efficient he is.
Yeah, Kevin, those percentages are terrific. But not only that, he's phenomenal at it, making sure he keeps his teammates involved. Just a remarkable young point guard.
Halliburton hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Inside, Brown, and Brown throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Here's Mobley for Murray, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Keegan Murray.
The length of Mobley, that's what's challenging for many defenders, which is why you pretty much resort to fouling.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Kings.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Hits the three-point bomb. Brown's got 9 points.
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
Halliburton outside. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night. Warriors trail by 17. It's stolen by Dort. And now Sacramento on the break. Goes up the baseline. Goes back up. And it's finished off inside by McCollum. 7 points in the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Halliburton inside the three-point line. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
The thing about Halliburton's range is it's flexible. He can take a good shot from anywhere.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Boy, doesn't Mike Brown, GA, deserve a lot of credit for the Kings' recent success. He's been terrific.
I mean, bringing that championship pedigree from Golden State, Brown went to the finals as the head coach in Cleveland, and one of the best people in the league as well.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Achua, he's checked in for Lopez. Olynyk comes in for Keegan Murray. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Dort. Here's Covington. And he drops it in from the low post.
All-out effort all the time. Covington was undrafted, and he's worked his way into NBA minutes.
Here's Achua. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Hardy.
2 minutes remaining in the
Johnson outside. To the middle. Powell trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Hardy.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
Surely one of the top players in the NBA, but Jaylen Brown has many other interests outside of basketball.
Yeah, he likes to keep those brain muscles just as in shape as he is. He spends a lot of time playing piano, chess, doing yoga, and reading to keep himself sharp. Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
And he sinks the second. Hey, Richard, how about Mike Brown and these Kings and what they did in the 22-23 season? Wow.
Everyone was talking about the super teams. Meanwhile, the Kings ran the West and were atop the standings for most of the season. As they say in Sacramento, light that beam.
McCollum kicks to Olynyk. Back to McCollum. Harris outside. The pass to Achua. Just 5 on the clock. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. That's good from Harris on the assist from Olynyk.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Horton Tucker with it. Brown's there. Horton Tucker's shot is off.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
That one falls.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Powell, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamental.
And here's Harris from the arc. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Warriors trail by 20. From 13, Hardy, no good. Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And finished off by Brown.
You see the confidence building in Brown offensively. First, it was taking over stretches. Now, it's taking over games.
Here's Hardy. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Sacramento leading by 20. On the wing, Harris. No good on the 3. Takes the 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Sacramento. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Kings really take control here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Here's Halliburton. We've got Murray. Joe Ingles is out there with Hayes. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Olynyk in its center. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
A bona fide playmaker. Halliburton makes his teammates better.
Murray left side. And stolen by Mobley. Hardy passes to Bogdanovich. Down low. And that one's good. Hardy.
Assistant.
That's now 8 points for Jaden Hardy.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Ingles finds Hayes. Back to Ingles. Right wing for 3. Murray. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Murray's got himself on the board with 3 there. When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
Kevin, I think it's important. You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Warriors, trailing by 19. Here's Hardy. Doesn't go for him. Nice defense from Dort.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. After a fantastic first season under Coach Mike Brown, Kings are ready for bigger and better things in year 2. Brown said, "This is probably the first opportunity I've had that allows me to do what I feel was necessary to get the team headed in the right direction. There wasn't going to be much pushback because they were looking for somebody to give them guidance and direction." Certainly embrace that responsibility, Kevin.
I like that. Yeah, he has embraced it. Good stuff, David, and thank you for the report.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
Lets it go with a 3. Dort misses. For the Sacramento Kings, the last game a loss to the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Warriors trail by 14. Outside, Bogdanovich. Mobley, left side. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got assist number 5 here tonight. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball, and the basket by Ingles.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, No wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Sacramento calls timeout. If you want a free t-shirt, you gotta make some noise.
Sacramento making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Powell's checked in. Kings leading now by 11. It's Dort on the wing. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Warriors have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. And it's Halliburton missing.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And it's Hayes in the corner. Off target from outside. Warriors trail by 11. Unloads from 13. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. Sacramento's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. Here's Hayes. No good from outside. Golden State's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. The offensive rebound, Mobley. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And you can't let Mobley roam free on the offensive glass. This is how you get burned.
Dort finds Lopez. And he makes good on the layup. Lopez has got his 3rd basket of the night.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Here's Halliburton. He's got 11. Pass to Hardy from outside the arc. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Brook Lopez 3rd.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Powell, that's good.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Nice game for the Warriors. It was a loss to the Suns. And the basket by Ingles. And the Kings lead by 9.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
2 minutes remaining.
Halliburton for 3. Connects from three-point range.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Halliburton's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors. Here's Hayes. Can't hit that one. Excellent defense there from Halliburton.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Some changes for Sacramento. Achua, he's checked in for Murray. Harris comes in for Dort. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Hayes. Then for the Warriors, Cameron Johnson's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Hardy. When it comes to terrific three-point shooters, Joe Harris, and Richard, you know this, is a name that comes to mind.
And for good reason. He doesn't need much separation to feel comfortable firing away. He's won a three-point contest. He's led the league in three-point percentage, and you gotta love the kind of confidence he has.
Here's Ingles. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Halliburton for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. 22 is their biggest lead. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And the basket by Ingles.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Now Halliburton. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix.
And how about the passing? We've seen this from him. He's just absolutely shredding the D to pieces right now.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Halliburton. And they pick up 2. Halliburton's got 16.
And I'll give this to Halliburton. He's been in attack mode all night.
Here's McCollum. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4. Halliburton with it. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Oh, great job by Halliburton. Recognize the D being a little too aggressive there.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The shot misses.
Teams are always looking for guys like Covington who can defend multiple positions.
And that concludes the first half.
The Warriors
Kings lead by 13. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Smiles on your face, Brooke. Thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a big-time first quarter for Jaylen Brown. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Big fella, what's your take on Sacramento so far?
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've gotten from the bench, providing major contributions, especially at the offensive end. It's taking a lot of pressure off their starters. What a luxury to have a second unit that can produce.
Hey Kenny, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, it's never fun. You're playing against a team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got Tyrese Halliburton. Evan Mobley is out there with Johnson. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Lopez. Lets the 3 fly. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got his 5th assist in this one. Halliburton looking around. And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Halliburton finds Bogdanovich. Drives to the hoop. Outside for Halliburton. It's hauled in by Brown.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Outside, Dort. Here's Murray, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And talking about a player like Keegan Murray, it's hard not to be excited about this young man's future.
A 6'8" small forward, and you know how important wing depth is in the league right now. He can really shoot it from deep. He's definitely a player you're going to want to watch moving forward. A lean, wiry 6'8" Keegan Murray, he can defend and he can shoot it. He has the tools every team is looking for.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And here's Halliburton. He's got 17. Johnson outside. Good D by Lopez.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Dort misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And here's Bogdanovich for three.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And it's Brown that time on the assist by Murray. Brown's got 16 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And again, no good by Golden State.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Yep, that one goes. 11 points in the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Carter outside to end the run. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking. Adept at using that length to alter shots.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Golden State. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And the Warriors with some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Carter. And it's Hardy in for Halliburton. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now, among the changes this year is the NBA is granting coaches a second challenge if their first one is successful. Now, coaches had been hesitant to use their one challenge earlier in games, even when calls seemed pretty clearly to have been missed. The downside to a second challenge, more stoppages, but the league may look at other measures to help keep the game moving. Kevin?
Yeah, I like that, D.A. A lot of things to consider. Thanks.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And Mobley throws it down.
It must be nice to have a 7-footer like Mobley that you could just throw pretty much anything out there and he'll go get it.
It's good.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Hardy passes to Powell. Mobley outside. Pass to Hardy. 5 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. Sacramento leading by 20. The feed to Brown. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Bogdanovich wide open. It's good from long range. Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
The D just couldn't anticipate Bogdanovich's shot there. He catches them by surprise with the pull-up.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Timeout called the Warriors.
For Golden State.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Sacramento making some changes. Achua, he's checked in for Lopez. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Murray. And Hayes subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Robert Covington's checked in for the Warriors. Horton Tucker comes in for Bogdanovich. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
Halliburton's checked in for the Warriors. Horton Tucker, the pass to Powell. And here's Halliburton. No one near him. And it's in off the backboard. Halliburton's got 19 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broken, leave it alone until someone stops him, just let it roll.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Halliburton inside the three-point line. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
1:32 left to play here in the third. Now, here is Halliburton. Covered by Hayes. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And one thing about Cam Johnson, his shooting mechanics are elite.
We already know that he shoots a high percentage from 3, but he also has the height to shoot over people from out there, and that adds to the confidence. And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
59 seconds left in the third. Here's Dort. Hits it from three-point range. Dort's got 6 in the quarter.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Sacramento's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Hayes has got 6.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Horton Tucker. Powered down with both hands.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
My goodness, I didn't think they could top that last dunk, but it only took them a couple seconds.
Not much defense, Greg, on those last few possessions, but does anyone mind?
Not
no.
at all.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, here is Halliburton. 19 points in the game. The shot. No good that time.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make them all.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Picking us apart, right? Guy cuts behind you down the lane. Miscommunication there. They're cutting behind us. We got to get solid defensively.
Well, clearly, Greg, he's not happy with his team's aggressiveness on the defense. Clearly, Steve calling his team out on it.
Yeah, gently asking for them to pick it up. They're going to need to if they want to win this one.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Joe Harris. He's out there with Hayes. Joe Ingles is out there with Precious Achua. And it's Watanabe in at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. The Kings making a switch here. Gabriel's checked in. Now here's Hardy. Guarded closely. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Sacramento ball.
The Kings shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. On the wing, Ingles. He dishes it to Harris. Back to Ingles. Shoots over Walker. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Here's Jackson. No good. Some solid defense from Harris. The pass to Watanabe. Here's Gabriel. A beautiful reverse layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Jackson, covered by Hayes. Jackson down low. Hayes on him. Jackson misses. Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Count it.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Hardy. Gabriel with the rebound. Kings have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The shot's good from Hayes.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Hardy, guarded by Harris. And here's Hardy. Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Houston Rockets. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
The Kings making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Here's Hardy. He kicks to Wiggins. Lays it up off the glass. Wiggins has got his first points of the game. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Kings. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And the basket by Harris.
And this is what Harris is out there to do. He is a dead-eye sniper who wastes no time pulling that trigger.
Here's Wiggins. That's tipped. Pass to Watanabe.
Warriors foul. Robert Covington.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Keegan Murray's checked in for the Kings. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Warriors. 4-3, Covington. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
They get it back. Murray. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Shot from 12. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And that's cash. Bogdanovich is a legitimate threat to burn you from that mid-range.
And it's McCollum off the drive. And he makes that one.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Warriors shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Covington kicks to Bogdanovich. To the inside. Carter down low. It's hauled in by Watanabe. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Bogdanovich looking around. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Kings. Achua, he's checked in for Watanabe. And Hayes subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And the Warriors also making a change. Halliburton's checked in for Wiggins. It's Covington on the wing. Here's Carter. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Carter's gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field. Here's Hayes. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Murray, good.
The assist.
Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Halliburton. It's hauled in by the
2 minutes
Kings.
remaining in the game.
Harris with it. Halliburton picks him up. Passes it to Achua. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
That's just a smart read from Harris. He's a team-first guy who likes finding open players.
Launches a three. Hardy, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
There's the pass to Hardy. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
So around the NBA, Richard, we've seen an uptick in injuries. More missed games. Why do you think that is?
Well, the guys used to play through those minor aches. You said it, Kevin. I've played 82 games 4 times in my career. I've played 78 or more 7 times in my career. End of the day, you're not healthy for all of those games. It's about making that decision to push through and go play.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Wendell Carter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Kings.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jaylen Brown.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Here's Powell. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
The assist. Tyrese Halliburton.
46 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Hayes. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. And so Powell will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Bogdanovich, no luck. Now Hayes. Count the basket.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And good that time.
Good read there from Covington. Adept at realizing when to dish it to a teammate.
Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
See you soon.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Brooke, congrats on the win. The bench was huge tonight. How big were they?
You know, we have such a great starting unit, and I think our second unit gets overlooked a lot. You know, they come in, I honestly think they're better than a lot of the first units of the league.
Well, you all helped win the game tonight, Brooke. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. See you next time.